Mahut Minister Yumnam Khemchand launches a best public bicycle sharing system, says it will facilitate inner city travel and preserve environment. Many civil society organizations public demand repeal of state government's decision on lifting prohibition on production, sale and consumption of liquor. Nationwide crackdown on Popular Front of India continues. Over 90 alleged activists detained across country. And World Tourism Day celebrated on theme Rethinking Tourism. United Nations World Tourism Organization emphasizes importance of inclusivity of women and marginalized groups in tourism sector. Hello, you are watching IS English News. Before we begin, IS News would like to remind our viewers to practice physical distancing, hand hygiene, wear masks, protect yourself, and get vaccinated to ward off COVID-19. I'm JESSIA giving you the news in detail. Mahut Minister Yumnam Khemchand launched app-based public bicycle sharing system today. Municipal Administration, Housing and Urban Development Mahut organized the event at Kangla Eastern Gate. Speaking at the event, Minister Khemchand said that the initiative was taken as part of Imphal Smart City Limited. He asserted that the public bicycle sharing system will have a positive impact on the environment, adding that it will also facilitate inner city travel. He expressed hope that the initiative will soon gain popularity in the city and enhance the preservation of the environment. Minister Khemchand led attendees in a cycle rally from Kangla Western Gate till Governor Road as part of the event. Mahut Commissioner M. Joy, RIMS Medical Superintendent Dr. Nepram Sanjit, environment activist Rohan Film and many people took part in the event.
Walking chapagi mahuta cycle to sap thawargadi mina so sak hogdaba dagi haksang chu nungai ba dagi kendragi development work tawrising do tumina salaga yengobugi sang sama sum lobu dagi cycle sum thawiyuni sum thawu dagi khaga thapna mung thorakpada numa nambol de henjang leiding ida ai masa kangom ne oja itum daraina hangpudi am kidra dagi thap chatung toy ana cycle tabusi hayadum haji dare to smai tawna koigi sangai festival lakpagi mapan gi koigi tourist mayam lakadobusida koina kitang phajana maintain tawragadi cycle si yam useful for them. We can either hijack which is getting section we implement of
Reacting sharply to the note given by the cabinet to lift prohibition of liquor partially in the state, many civil society organizations and people have shot the repeal of the state government's decision lifting prohibition on production, sale and consumption of liquor. Decrying the state government's decision to lift prohibition, President Ningol Club Hairok Sophia Kundongbam expressed discontentment over the narrow decision of the state government and asserted that people of the state are already reeling under various challenges as the state is not self-sufficient and requires measured trade with the outside states and countries. She said the same during a press meet at Ningol Club office in Hairok today. She condemned the state's decision to lift prohibition on liquor in the state and demanded immediate withdrawal of the government's decision. She said that the main cause of the unrest, violence, crimes and domestic violence in the state is alcohol and drug abuse. She condemned the state government for hoodwinking the people by stating that lifting the prohibition on the sale and consumption of liquor will reduce health problems and asserted that it will be a fatal mistake to take the decision with a narrow view to boost the state's revenue.
खल्लगान तो बीरी बने हाइवे से हेल द यू पिथग कमाइन कोई हेल फगदोइनो हाइवे हेल गी लेरिबा न्यूट्रिशन लेरिबा बैलेंस डाइट लेरिबा सिगुम्बा कया सिंग सिगी नाथैर मगान द यू सिना कोई गी यामना बैलेंस डाइट ओइन ओइरेब्रा यू सिना सनरोय कया आम लेरिबा मैम सिंग सी यू वन पिथग गान द मागी डाइट वे हलकद्रा हाइवे हांग सिंग से कोई लेंगाक द हंजनिंगी अदुगा लेंगाक न सेल तुंगी इकोनॉमी फानगे हाइ तारगा दि यू दगी लापा इनकम खक्तने कोई इकोनॉमी हिंबंगा मपुन सेमु ओहेनगद्रा कोई मणिपुर से yu na ta ba to pa sel dum tam ba ya ba lambi amata le jadra bara lau singu le ba ko spinning mill kari kara lai mayam sing si ayam da sida focus bibi ra kanda lenga ka sina ko irom don beksa ba ngam na ba mi pan tang da na ba pothong marang kai na puthong na ba asom da miyeng thambiu aduga yu dom da miyeng thambiu si amna laibak thi ba mari.
Massive crackdown continues against the Popular Front of India (PFI), with raids reported across several states. More than 90 people have been arrested or detained in the ongoing operation, spread across Karnataka, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Assam, Uttar Pradesh, and Madhya Pradesh. As part of the crackdown, the officials took into preventive custody as many as 25 local leaders belonging to both the PFI and its political offshoot, the Social Democratic Party of India (SDPI) in Karnataka. About 30 people were detained from different parts of Delhi. 4 persons linked with the PFI have been detained from the Nagar Bera area today. So far, 36 arrests have been made in Assam. 25 arrests were reported today. 2 arrests have been reported from Maharashtra's Nasik in the latest update. More than 20 PFI members have been arrested in Maharashtra so far. The Maharashtra Anti-Terrorism Squad (ATS) on Monday arrested 1 more activist from Nanded in Marathwada region. It may be recalled that on September 22nd, multi-agency teams spearheaded by the National Investigation Agency (NIA) arrested 106 leaders and activists of the PFI in 15 states for allegedly supporting terror activities in the country. In Karnataka alone, the NIA had arrested 7 PFI leaders. These searches were conducted at the houses and offices of top PFI leaders and members in connection with 5 cases registered by the NIA following continued inputs and evidence that the PFI leaders and cadres were involved in the funding terrorism and terrorist activities, organizing training camps for providing armed training, and radicalizing people to join banned organizations. In Kerala, last week, the outfit had called for a statewide shutdown amid action on its members. Violence was reported from several parts of the state. The High Court in the state, however, had intervened, saying that nobody can call ban without permission. A controversy has also been brewing in Pune amid allegations that Pakistan Jindabad slogans were raised in the city. Many political leaders had also reacted. People across the world are celebrating World Tourism Day today. This year, the agenda surrounding the international celebration is centered around the theme Rethinking Tourism. It aims to inspire the debate around rethinking tourism for development, including thorough education and jobs, and tourism impact on the planet and opportunities to grow more sustainably. The official World Tourism Day celebration is being held in Bali, Indonesia, highlighting the shift towards tourism being recognized as a crucial pillar of development. Since 1980, the United Nations World Tourism Organization has celebrated World Tourism Day as international observance on September 27. This date was chosen as on that day in 1970, the statutes of the UNWTO were adopted. The adoption of the statutes is considered a milestone in global tourism. The purpose of this day is to raise awareness on the role of tourism within the international community and to demonstrate how it affects social, cultural, political, and economic values worldwide. According to a UN report, international tourist arrivals at the start of 2022 were double the level recorded in 2021. In some regions, arrivals are already at or even above pre-pandemic levels. The lifting of the remaining travel restrictions alongside rising consumer confidence will be important drivers for the sector's recovery, bringing hope and opportunity to many millions of people around the world. World Tourism Day is celebrated as the shift towards tourism is being recognized as a crucial pillar for development and as progress is well underway. May 20 2022 marked the first time the United Nations General Assembly held a special debate on tourism, illustrating the historic relevance of the sector. Tourism is now on the agenda of governments and of international organizations in every global region. At the same time, destinations and businesses are proactively adapting to meet challenges and responsibilities as illustrated by the wave of signatories to the Glasgow Declaration on Climate Action in Tourism spearheaded by UNWTO. General Secretary of Armed Force, Ex-Servicemen Association Manipur, retired Lieutenant Colonel L. Mangonba stressed the need to revitalize the important tourism sector hardest hit by the coronavirus pandemic. He was speaking during the observation of World Tourism Day organized by Manipur Adventure and Allied Sports Institute, Masi Complex on theme, Rethinking Tourism in Kairao today. Mangonba emphasized the need for the people of the state to think of ways to make tourists feel more welcome and improve their experience while making a stellar first impression. He also mooted that identifying various undiscovered, beautiful places in the far-flung areas to boost the tourism sector. Masi President Nomaitem Sarachandra, retired senior scientist of ICAR Port Bihar, Dr. L.B. Masi, Vice President, Waribam Susil Kumar, Wahengbam, Jadumani, and many people took part in the event.
Remote area Manipur Madusu, that will also be a part of tourism Chalagadi, Unaragadi, Mokoi, the labor, Yam something labor. I think I have the CEO, the region of the Unkaka, like a something to be specific, Yam Marueva, Bunsindo, Aduvidu, Matam to be Matum in the Sinaraga. All throughout the year, Chahi to pursue Laknaba programs, Simon Maduna economy is a chocolate pay, and the tourism industry, a shame of one to token and
And for a short commercial break, we will be back with latest news and updates. Keep watching IS News.
September tang kuntaruk October tang mga phauba pangthok segani bandhau sangne laipung harau thangmi ila kunipa lakshuba lining inat kaloinana isai taudri pena pung wari libana chingba thawal phangbiba yajagani pari sataba imom pomdaba thawni jagani pari phangnaba imom phangnaba taibang punamakki yai phanaba thawjal pina bigani sengkok sanjai sidayai nadayai kumja khudingi thawjan Pibago. Laypak Sahong Mahong Naba Kunjau Lay Sao Naba Yabi Mara Tamne Ina Pa Naba Sidana Nabagi Tawni Su Pangtokani. Pantau Sangle Laipung Harau Tawni Ilani. Tawgal Pangminasi Lamdam Sida Layriba Daibangsa Ekoi Kudima. Meragi Tarani Panba Lai Harau Baloibaname Lai Kaden Kaba Kurai Kaitelda Kazagani. Simbang Zeriba Nompok Simuto Mete Laikon Talo Sivilo Sheloi Lamajing Malaysia Inaloisa. Impan Nompok.
Welcome back. You're watching IS English News. General election of the Kuki Student Organization, Bungpi Block, Kangpopi District was held at Jingdai Kulen Village. This election was held with the guidance of KSO Sadar Hills and Satmintang Kipjen as the election officer yesterday. The Mangboy Baite was duly elected as president of KSO Bungpi Block for the term 2022-2025. While Han Kolen Kipjen was elected as Vice President Admin, Letko Hao Tautang as Vice President External, Thang Minlen Mate as General Secretary, Mangko Say Mate as Education Secretary, and Letko Jin Kipjen as Information and Publicity Secretary. The state funeral of former Japanese Prime Minister Xinjiobe is underway in Tokyo. His ashes were carried into Tokyo's Budokan Hall by his widow, Aki Abe, where thousands of mourners have gathered. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, along with other world leaders, are attending the state funeral. Earlier, Modi held a bilateral meeting with his Japanese counterpart, Fumio Kishida, this morning. He conveyed his deepest condolences on the demise of former Prime Minister Xinjiobe. He noted the contributions of late Prime Minister Abe in strengthening India-Japan partnership as well in conceptualizing the vision of a free, open and inclusive Indo-Pacific region. The two leaders had a productive exchange of views on further deepening bilateral relations. They also discussed a number of regional and global issues. The leaders renewed their commitment towards further strengthening the India-Japan special strategic and global partnership and in working together in the region and in various international groupings and institutions. Prime Minister Modi reached Tokyo in the wee hours this morning. Meanwhile, India has reported a spike of 3,230 new COVID-19 cases in the last 24 hours. The new infections took the country's caseload to over 4.45 crore, while the active caseload has dropped to 42,358. The country also reported 32 new COVID-related deaths in the past 24 hours, taking the total death count to over 5.28 lakh. As per the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare, 4,255 recoveries were registered in the last 24 hours, taking the total number of recoveries to over 4.40 crore. The country's recovery improved to 98.72%. Over 217.82 crore vaccine doses have been administered so far under the nationwide vaccination drive. Top three states contributing maximum number of COVID-19 cases to India's tally are Maharashtra, Kerala and Karnataka. Meanwhile, in the northeast India, Assam has the highest number of active cases, followed by Mizoram and Meghalaya. COVID-19 has infected over 62 crore 7 lakh, while more than 65 lakh 41,000 have succumbed to the dreaded coronavirus, and recoveries are above 60 crore 10 lakh. Globally, USA has the highest COVID-19 cases, followed by India and France. Supreme Court's Constitution Bench hearings will be live-streamed from today. The proceedings can be watched on the Supreme Court's own platform, webcast.gov.in, as CINDIA. 3 constitution benches will sit and hear the cases relating to pleas challenging the centre's decision to grant a 10% quota for the EWS category and admissions and jobs, the Maharashtra political crisis and control of administrative services in Delhi. A 5-judge bench headed by Chief Justice of India, U.U. Lalit, will hear pleas challenging the EWS quota case. Justice D.Y. Chandrachud-led bench will hear the petition filed by both the Uddhav Thackeray-led CAM and Eknath Shinde group on the issue of the Maharashtra political crisis, while a bench headed by Justice Sanjay Kishan Kaul will hear the plea of the Delhi government on the contentious issue of who should control administrative services in Delhi over the transfers and postings of officers in the national capital. Now we have the sports news. Five-member team of United Association Kickboxing Organization Manipur has left Imphal for Italy to participate in the upcoming WACO World Children, Cadets and Juniors Kickboxing Championship 2022. The championship is organized by WACO Italy. It will be held at Venice in Italy from September 30 and continue till October 9. The players representing the state are Saugrakpam Hitler in low kick 75 kg, Rakesh Atom in low kick 71 kg, Puyam Jinita in kick light contact 65 kg, Gedachit Irengbam in point fight 47 kg and Kumabam Jingningkombi in point fight 42 kg category. Director of Youth Affairs and Sports Department Manipur, T. Pulen, also extended best wishes to the team and encouraged them to bring laurels to the state. Before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Mahut Minister Yumnam Khemchan launches a best public bicycle sharing system, says it will facilitate inner city travel and preserve environment. Many civil society organizations public demand repeal of state government's decision on lifting prohibition on production, sale and consumption of liquor. Nationwide crackdown on Popular Front of India continues. Over 90 alleged activists detained across country. And World Tourism Day celebrated on theme Rethinking Tourism. United Nations World Tourism Organization emphasizes importance of inclusivity of women and marginalized groups in tourism sector. That's all we have in this bulletin. Keep watching IS News.